Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're here with a happy birthday tribute game to Captain Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox. He turned 80 today. Many more happy, healthy years to come. And if you want to see a little bit of YAZ, you can check out his grandson, who roams the outfield for the San Francisco Giants, Michael Yastrzemski. So happy birthday to Captain Carl. God bless. And it's going to be the 1954 Giants taking on the 1967 Red Sox, as Willie Mays and the Giants visit Fenway Park in this birthday bash on the diamond, as the Say Hey Kid clashes with YAZ in a battle of MVP season. Here at Fenway, we see the dog show. Check out that great channel. And we also have CP Cards&Dice, a huge Mets fan, so check him out also. Thank you for joining us. And let's get to the starting lineups and roll some dice for Strat-O-Matic Basic. For the 1954 Giants, leading off, playing short, is Alvin Dark. Batting second, the right fielder, Don Mueller. Batting third, patrolling the center field, the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. The cleanup hitter, designated hitter, we have DHs in this game, Dusty Rhodes, not the wrestler. Batting fifth, at third base, Hank Thompson. In left field, batting sixth, Monty Irvin. Batting seventh at first base, Whitey Lockman. That Whitey, that name's quite familiar in the Boston area. Batting eighth at second base, Davey Williams. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Wes Westrom. On the mound for the visiting 1954 San Francisco Giants, Johnny Antonelli, who was 21-7 with a 2.29 earned run average, striking out 152 while allowing 22 gopher balls. For the 1967 hometown Boston Red Sox, leading off, playing second base, Mike Andrews. Batting second in center field, Reggie Smith. Batting third, the birthday boy in left field, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth at first base, the boomer, George Scott. In right field, Tony Canigliaro, he bats fifth. Batting sixth at shortstop, his fellow Paisan, Rico Petrocelli. The designated hitter, batting seventh, the Hawk, Ken Hawk Harrelson. Batting eighth at the hot corner for the Boston Red Sox, Joe Foy. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Elston Howard. On the mound for the 1967 Boston Red Sox, gentleman Jim Lomborg, 22-9 with a 3.16 earned run average. He struck out 246 and gave up 23 bye-bye birdies. So here we go, and once again, happy birthday to Carl Yastrzemski. Joining us here at Fenway, Tabletop Sports Delaware, our good friend Chris, as he says hello to Dog and CP Cards. And let's go Sox, in the words of our good friend Chris from Strat, Delaware. All right, Lomborg on the mound. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Alvin Dark. Ball game on its way. 3-9. Ground ball to Petrocelli. Over to Scott. One down. So with one out, that'll bring up Don Mueller. Mueller, the right fielder, batted .342, 4 homers, 8 triples, and 35 doubles. I forgot to give you Dark's number. We'll get them next time around. Howard wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Don Mueller. 6-8. Ground ball, second base. Mike Andrews is a 3 defender. And we rolled an 18. Defense check. 3-18. Roll the dice again. It's a 17. 3, 17. Roll the dice again. It's an 18. It's a 1. And that's going to be a single. So after 3 attempts, that's a single past the dive of Andrews, and Mueller's on. Remember, Mueller hit 342 as he fouls off a bunch of pitches. So Mueller singles. He's at first with 1 out. D Steeler. He's not going anywhere. And here comes the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays, 345, 41 homers, 13 triples, 33 doubles in his MVP season of 1954. Lomborg looks in. The big windup in pitch to the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. 1-7, 1-7, singles! And going first to third is Mueller. Single 2 stars on the 1-7. So Willie Mays gets a hit his first at-bat. First and third, runners on the corners for the New York Giants. Trying to break through against Gentleman Jim. And now they'll bring up the designated hitter, Dusty Rhodes. In 164 at-bats, he batted .341, 15 homers, 3 triples, and 7 doubles. Red Sox looking for a double play ball. Andrews and Petrocelli pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream. 3-4. 3-4. Fly ball to right field, and that's going to be deep enough. Canigliaro will make the catch, and he'll throw towards second. As trotting in, it was a fly ball B, and that scores the runner from third. 1-0 as Mueller scores on the sac fly by Rhodes. Mays goes back to first. So that's a sac, 9 RBI. So there's 2 outs. Mays is at first. As Rose gets high fives in the dugout. And now bring up the third baseman, Hank Thompson. Thompson batted .263, 26 homers, 1 triple, 18 doubles. Lomborg kicks and deals to Hank Thompson. 2-9. 2-9. That's a walk. So Mays goes to second. As Lomborg struggling a bit. 2 outs, 2 on. Mays at second. Thompson at first via the walk. And I'll bring up the 6th batter of the inning. Monty Irvin, left fielder, .262, 19 homers, 3 triples, and 13 doubles. Irving awaits the Lomborg offering. Here's the pitch from Gentleman Jim. 2-6. 2-6, and that's a walk! Lomborg all over the place as the bases are loaded. Elston Howard asks for time. He'll go out and visit the mound and have a word with the young pitcher. So bases are juiced. Mays at third, Thompson at second, and Irving at first. Howard back behind the plate now. And here comes Whitey Lockman, the first baseman, .251, 16 homers, 3 triples, and 17 doubles. No place to put Whitey. Howard sets the target. The pitch to Lockman. 5-6. 5-6, and that's a single! Lockman singles up the middle. Mays trots in. It's 2-0. Thompson is a 1-12. He can't be held on, so that's a +2, 1-14. They're going to wave him around. Here's the throw by Reggie Smith, and he is gunned out at the plate. And that's how the inning ends. So Thompson is gunned out. 8-2. He is out as Howard blocked the plate and planted him like a turnip in the earth. But the Giants get 2. Lockman is credited with an RBI. And after a half inning here in Fenway for Captain Carl Yastrzemski's birthday bash, the Red Sox trail 2-0. Nice throw by Reggie Smith. The fans give him a standing ovation. But the 1954 Giants, who would win the World Series by sweeping the Cleveland Indians, the dog show didn't want to hear that. Take a 2-0 lead. And Johnny Antonelli takes the mound for the Giants. Yes, DH. I like the designated hitter. And it's my birthday bash. So there's a DH. We get to get 2 extra good hitters in the game. So Antonelli is going to face Mike Andrews, Reggie Smith, the man who threw out Thompson at the plate, and the birthday boy, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Mike Andrews, 263, 8 homers, no triples, and 20 doubles. The pitch from Antonelli to Andrews. Which A will it go its way? A 2-9, 2-9, and that's a shot off the Green Monster, and that's going to be a leadoff double. The Monster giveth and the Monster taketh away. Could have been a homer in another ballpark, but Andrews doubles on the 2-9. So here come the 67 Red Sox. Mike Andrews stands at second, and Reggie Smith, the center fielder, strides to the plate, switch hitter. 246, 15 homers, 6 triples, and 24 doubles. One swing of the bat by Reggie could tie it up. Andrews at second, Yastrzemski on deck. Antonelli looks in. He gets the sign from Westrom. The pitch to Reggie Smith. 2-4 to Reggie Smith. 2-4. Fly ball to right field. Making the catch in right for the Giants is Mueller. Bluffing but not going is Andrews. One out. Reggie Smith just shakes his head. He had a pitch to grip and rip, and he just missed. Here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. YAZ can tie it up with one swing of the bat. Let's see how they pitch to YAZ. Antonelli nods his head. Westrom sets a target. The pitch to Yastrzemski. 4-4 off the Antonelli card. 4-4 fly ball out to center field, and Willie Mays. Willie Mays is a 1 defender, and we rolled a 1. That ball's heading towards the gap. Mays makes the diving catch. Unbelievable, as he robs the birthday boy Yastrzemski of extra bases. Quickly racing back to second is Andrews. Mays quickly got up and fired it back towards the infield. What a great play on the 1-1. And Yaz is denied a base hit. So 2 outs. Mike Andrews will be off on contact. Here comes the Boomer, the Red Sox big first baseman. 303, 19 homers, 7 triples, and 21 doubles for the 1967 American League champions. Boomer would make the last out of the World Series in Game 7 against Bob Gibson. Antonelli takes a deep breath. He kicks and deals to the Boomer. 4-9. 4-9. Fly ball, shallow left. Coming in to make the catch is Monty Irving, and the side is retired. The leadoff double does not hurt the Giants. We go to the top of the second, 2-0, 54 Giants. Due up for the Giants to face gentleman Jim Lomborg, hoping for a better top of the second than first. That's for sure. He gave up 2 in the first. Williams, Westrom in the top of the order, Alvin Dark. Davey Williams, second baseman, batted .222, 9 homers, 3 triples, and 18 doubles. As the dog show says, in 1954, the Cleveland Indians won 111 games. You are correct, and got swept in the World Series. As he says, bums. Poor dog. Lomborg deals to Davey Williams. 5-10. 5-10. Fly ball to center field, Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith is a 2, and that is a 6. A 2 and a 6. Reggie Smith makes a nice running catch going towards right center. And that's 1 down. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, Wes Westrom, the catcher. Very good defender, poor hitter. 187, 8 homers, 1 triple, and 3 doubles. So he has a little pop in that bat. Lonborg deals quickly to Wes Westrom. 4-9. 4-9. Ground ball to Rico Petrocelli at short. Rico is a 2 defender, and that's a 6. So Petrocelli, a 2 and a 6. He has it. He fires to Scott. 2 down. Top of the order. Alvin Dark, he grounded out to Petrocelli also. Dark, 293, 20 homers, 6 triples, and 26 doubles. From one shortstop to another. Here's the pitch from Lonborg to Alvin Dark. 6-7. 6-7. Swing and a miss! Lonborg challenged him with the inside fastball. And down swinging goes Alvin Dark. 1-2-3 go the Giants. Lonborg pumps his fist trying to rev up his teammates. Make up for that bad bottom of the first. Still 2-0. Giants. Johnny Antonelli walks out to the mound as he has his few warm-up tosses. We'll give you who's coming up for the Red Sox. Tony Canigliaro, Rico Petrocelli, and Ken the Hawk Harrelson. Tony C. batted .287, 20 home runs, 5 triples, and 11 doubles before his horrific beaming that would cost him the rest of the season and all of the 1968 season. Would come back strong in 69 and 70 and would be traded away by the Red Sox to the Angels, and then failing health, he would retire, come back in 75 briefly, and again failing health, would retire for good. Died a young man at the age of 42. All right, Antonelli looks in. He rocks and deals to Tony Canigliaro. 2-2. 2-2. Hard hit ball to short. Dark throws to first. 1 down. So Canigliaro grounds out. Here comes Rico Petrocelli. 259, 17 homers, 2 triples, and 24 doubles. 2-0 Giants. Antonelli gets the sign from Westrom. The pitch to Petrocelli. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Line shot to the leaping third baseman who just robbed Petrocelli of a hit is Thompson. Oh, that was slated to go down the line for a double as Petrocelli kicks the dirt. And there are 2 down. And here comes Ken Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson was acquired, I believe, on waivers. He was cut by the White Sox in 67, late in the year. The Red Sox picked him up due to the injury to Tony Canigliaro. 255, 12 homers, 1 triple, and 15 doubles overall in 1967 between the White Sox and the Red Sox. Actually didn't really hit well in 67 for the Red Sox. So the majority of that damage came with the White Sox. Here's the pitch to the Hawk from Antonelli. 1-6. 1-6. And that is a single as he smashes that ball to right. So Harrelson keeps the inning alive with a single as the Hawk claps his hands at first. And here comes the third baseman, Joe Foy. Foy was involved in one of the most hellacious brawls in baseball. The Yankees threw at his head 3 times in New York in 1967, finally plunking him in the head. And the pitcher came up in the next inning, I believe, and Lonborg put the ball right in his back, and the brawl was on. So here's Foy, 251, 16 homers, 4 triples, and 22 doubles. Harrelson's at first. They will hold him on. So it'll only be a +1, so he goes from a 1 through 13 to a 1 through 14. Foy looking to jack one out. He awaits the Antonelli offering. Pitch homeward bound to Joe Foy. 3. What will it be? We shall see. 3. He jammed him. Popped up. Foul territory. third base side, calling for it is Thompson. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox go fairly quietly in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third, 2-0 Giants. So Antonelli has come up big when he's had to. Due up for the New York Giants, Mueller, Mays, and Rhodes. Mueller's 1 for 1. He singled and scored. Longbore's ready. He deals to Don Mueller. 5-7. 5-7. Swing and a miss. Curveball that time. So that's a second K for Gentleman Jim. 2 in a row now. He got dark to end the top of the second. Here comes a Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. He singled and scored. Remember, Mays had 41 homers in his MVP season. Lonborg looks in. Howard sets the target to pitch to Willie Mays. 4-12. 4-12. Ground ball to Petrocelli at short. Rico Petrocelli's a 2 defender. And we rolled a 13. Oh boy. 2-13. He has it. He throws to first. 2 away. Nice smooth play by Petrocelli at short. And now bring up the designated hitter, Dusty Rhodes. He had the sac fly to knock in the first run in the top of the first. Rhodes pinwheels the bat. Now he awaits the Lomborg offering. Here's the pitch. 1-10. 1-10. And he crushes that ball way over the green monster, out to Lansdowne Street and Mass Pike going west. Oh my lord, a crush shot for Dusty Rhodes, the American dream. No, not the wrestler. 1-10, a clean home run. 1-10, and the Red Sox now trail 3-0, as Rhodes is now 1 for 1 with 2 ribbies. Remember, his first at-bat was a sac fly for a ribby. And it's 3-0. He's greeted at home plate by Thompson, Giants' third baseman, and much jubilation as he goes back to the bench. So 3-0. Top of the third, 2 outs, base is empty for the Giants. And here's Hank Thompson, the third baseman, walked and was thrown out at the plate to end the top of the first by Reggie Smith, when Howard blocked the plate and applied the tag. The pitch to Hank Thompson. 6 has gone wild across the board. 6-12. Ground ball back to Lomborg. He has it. He flips to Scott, and the side is retired. But Lomborg gives up a gopher ball. And it's now 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Not looking good so far for Captain Carl's birthday bash at Fenway Park. Happy 80th to Captain Carl. Many happy, healthy ones to come. God bless. Higher Ground Gaming has joined us at Fenway. Check out that great channel. Also check out Mr. Brody. We love Mr. Brody. Chris from Tabletop Sports Show says, hey there, Eric. Hope you and Mr. Brody are well this fine evening. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. We are. Went to the 1-inning Red Sox game today against Kansas City. Finished off the rain delay from August 7th. Won 5-4. Bought $1 hot dogs and soda. I almost went to that. But I almost went with Nurse Teresa. We talked about that. What was the crowd like, Eric? That's awesome. All the money went to the Jimmy Fund. So that's cool. All right, due up for the Red Sox, Elston Howard. Then the top of the order, Mike Andrews and Reggie Smith to face Johnny Antonelli. Elston Howard came over when the Yankees released him. Great defensive catcher still at that age, but not the hitter he was. Only batted .178 combined with 4 homers and 9 doubles. Antonelli looking to make quick work of the former Yankee. The pitch to Elston Howard, and Antonelli deals Howard a 2 and a 5. Ground ball to Dark at short. He throws over to Lockman at first, 1 down. One out in the bottom of the third. Top of the order, Mike Andrews. He had the leadoff double, but was stranded at second. The pitch to Mike Andrews. 5-7. 5-7. Swing and a miss. Antonelli picks up his first K. Andrews fooled by the breaking pitch. So there's 2 outs, base is empty. For Reggie Smith, Smith flew out to right. He is 0 for 1. Clinton Parks has joined us at Fenway. He says, good evening. You know Captain Carl has to be proud of his grandkid. I'm proud of his grandkid. I actually pay more attention to Mikey in San Francisco than the Red Sox right now. And I love the Red Sox. Higher Ground Gaming packed today for the 1-inning game, the makeup finish of the game. Tons of kids. We went to the original game, so free for us. Awesome. Kids got to run the bases. Awesome. Captain Carl 8 is here in the chat. Good friend to the community. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, was more exciting to watch the kids run around the bases, LOL. I bet it was. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. That's what's great about the FOC. Eric, you need to join our Discord. You are not in our Discord, my friend. We have lots of fun in there, if you want to. Eric's been playing a lot of National Pastime 3. Like, he likes that game like Clinton Parks because, and Clinton and Eric can correct me, but if you finish a full season and you post all your stats on their forum, you get a season free. I believe that's the way that works. All right, here's 2 outs, and here's Reggie Smith. Red Sox trail 3-0. Antonelli rocks and fires to Reggie Smith. 6-8. 6-8. Popped up right side, calling for it is Lockman, and the side is retired. Smith pops out to first. Top of the fourth, the 54 Giants 3, the 67 Red Sox nothing. Lonborg goes back up on the bump. Throws some warm-up tosses. Monty Irvin will be followed by Lockman and Williams for the Giants, who are up 3-0. Monty, the left fielder, walked his first time up. Howard wiggles the fingers, sets the target, the pitch to Monty Irvin. Lonborg, 2-7. 2-7. Ground ball to Foy. Fires to Scott, 1 down. Oh boy. He'd like to get that pitch back. An 8 or a 9 would have been clean. Well, an 8 would have been a clean homer. A 9 would have been a very skinny split, 1-2 for a homer. Deep fly ball the other way. So he really missed some good stuff because then there's a triple and a single split next. So missed a pitch he could hit. Grounds out to Foy. 1 down, top of the fourth, 3-0 Giants. And they're saying I'm correct. You get 2 seasons? That's pretty cool. That's a good deal for people who enjoy that game. Here's Whitey Lockman, the first baseman. Whitey knocked in a run with a single. He's 1 for 1. Lonborg deals to Lockman. 1-6. 1-6. And that's a single. 2 for 2. So Lockman has Lonborg's number. A 1-out single. He's a D stealer, 1 through 13 base runner. They will not hold him on. Here's Davey Williams, second baseman. Flew out to center. Lonborg hoping to induce the double play ball. He rocks and deals to Davey Williams. 1-8. Lonborg missing a lot with his 1-8, and there's ball 4. Oh boy. Lonborg is not sharp in this Captain Carl baseball birthday bash right now. Advancing to second with 1 out on the walk is Lockman. Williams takes first, and here comes the weak-hitting catcher, Wes Westrom. Had there been no outs, we would definitely bunt, but we're going to let Westrom swing away. He has 2 clean homers on a 2-11 or 2-12. Lonborg needs to get Westrom on deck. Alvin Dark. Here's the pitch to the Giants catcher. 4-6. 4-6. Swing and a miss. So Lonborg, now there's 2 outs, 2 on. Lonborg picks up his 3rd K. Top of the order, Alvin Dark. who I think would go on to manage the Dodgers as well as the Giants. Giants and the Dodgers, I think. Here's Alvin Dark 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a strikeout. Lonborg, the big windup. The pitch. He deals Dark a 6-7. 6-7, swing and a miss! And the side is retired. The Giants strand 2. Lonborg is now struck out 4. We go to the bottom of the fourth still, 3-0. 54 Giants over the 67 Red Sox on our captain Carl Yastrzemski birthday bash from the ballpark. Red Sox got to get their bats going. Good job by Lonborg to bear down there. Sox down 3. Can't afford to give up too many more, if not any, as Johnny Antonelli, 2.29 earned run average, 21-7 in 1954. Giants also had Sal Magley, the barber, who was from Springfield, Massachusetts. Leading off is Captain Carl Yastrzemski, the birthday boy. He was robbed by Willie Mays of at least a double, a diving catch by the Say Hey kid in center, followed by Scott and Tony Canigliaro. YAZ holding the bat high. The pitch from Antonelli to Yastrzemski. 3-7-2. Yastrzemski bashes his ball to the triangle. Mays will not get to it. It's going to rattle around. Yastrzemski around second, heading to third. The relay throw, the slide, not in time. YAZ with a leadoff triple. The 3-7, a triple, 1 or a 2 or a double 3 through 20. We rolled a 2 on the 20-sided die. So Yastrzemski says to the Say Hey kid, you can't catch this one. As YAZ triples and the Red Sox have the leadoff runner at third, but can they take advantage of it? Remember, Mike Andrews led off the game with a double, and that's where he stayed. And here comes the boomer. On deck, Tony C. Scott flew out to left. Yastrzemski at third. Antonelli takes a quick peek over there. Now he deals to George Scott. 3-10 to the boomer. 3-10, ground ball to short. Ground ball to short A. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So Dark looks back. Yastrzemski throws to Lockman at first. 1 down. Scott hit the ball very hard, a 1-hopper. Contact play was not on, thank God, as YAZ would have been thrown out by 10 years. So here comes Tony Canigliaro. He grounded to short. Yastrzemski stands at third, clapping his hands, urging on the Massachusetts native Tony Canigliaro. The pitch to Tony C. from Johnny Antonelli. 3-4, ground ball to third, and it's a B. If no runners are forced, runners hold. If more runners are... So it just goes to first. Another ground out. Yastrzemski holds as Canigliaro grounds out to third. Left side of that infield getting a workout in this inning. So now it's up to Rico Petrocelli. This could be another major squander for the Red Sox. 2 outs. Yastrzemski off on contact. Rico Petrocelli lined out to the third baseman, Thompson, who made a leaping great catch. It was a web gem, robbing Petrocelli of extra bases down the left field line. The pitch to Petrocelli, 2 outs, Yastrzemski at first, 6-3, what will it be? Fly ball out to left field to Monty Irving. Irving is a 3. We rolled a 1! This is going to be a, well, I don't know. It's different than a 3 and a 1. Irving makes the catch in the corner and bangs into the wall. See, in the PC game, that would have been a hit, most likely, because the lower the number, the better. Had it been a 2, it would have been a double. But we rolled a 1, and Monty Irving makes an excellent catch in the left field corner. 3-1 out 4. That would have brought the run in. Unfortunately, there's 2 outs. And the Red Sox with another huge squander. Petrocelli's now been robbed on 2 great plays. One by the third baseman, Thomas, Thompson, and now by the left fielder, Monty Irvin. We go to the top of the 5th. Red Sox fans getting anxious here. They trail by 3. Due up for the Giants, Mueller, Mays, and Rhodes. Rhodes, 1 for 1, a sac fly for an RBI and a home run for an RBI. Looking to be player of the game right now. Lomborg back up on the bump. Gave up 2 in the first and 1 in the top of the 3rd. 3-0 Giants. The pitch to Don Mueller, who is 1 for 2, a single. He scored and struck out. 5-8 to Mueller. 5-8. Swing and a miss. High fastball the second time. Lomborg has K'd Mueller. He now has 5 strikeouts for Gentleman Jim. And that'll bring up the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. He singled and scored in the first, then grounded out in the 3rd to short. Lomborg nods his head. Howard sets a target. The pitch to Willie Mays. The Say Hey kid is dealt. 5-8. 5-8. Another swing and a miss inside heat. Lomborg has struck out 3 Giants now as he struck out Dark to end the top of the 4th. Will he strike out the side? The fans are on their feet because here comes Dusty Rhodes, and Lomborg has not had an answer for Dusty Rhodes. Lomborg, grim determination on his face. The windup and the pitch to Rhodes. 1-12, ground ball to first. Scott has it. He waves off Lomborg, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 3-0 Giants. Lomborg has struck out 6. Unfortunately, he's given up 3 runs. Antonelli has been able to keep the Red Sox bats fairly quiet, as he's only given up 3 hits, a double to Andrews, a single to Hawk Harrelson, and a triple to Yastrzemski. Red Sox stranded Andrews in the 1st after a leadoff double, and they stranded Yastrzemski in the 4th after a leadoff triple. Due up for the Red Sox to face Johnny Antonelli as he takes his warm-up tosses before the inning starts. Harrelson, Foy, and Howard. Harrelson 1 for 1 with a single. The pitch to the Hawk from Antonelli. 2-4. Ground ball to Dark. He throws to Lockman at first. 1 down. Scoring at home 6-3. Antonelli befuddling the Red Sox bats for the most part. Here's Joe Foy. He popped out to 3rd. Foy awaits the Antonelli offering. Pitch homeward bound from Johnny Antonelli. 5-6. Ground ball to short and Alvin Dark. Dark is a 2 defender, and that's an 18. So a 2 and an 18. Will it be a rollover? 2 and 18. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws low, dug out of the dirt by Lockman. 2 down. Nice play by Lockman at first. So 2 balls hit to Dark at short, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes the Red Sox catcher, Elston Howard, who, ironically, grounded out to Dark at short in his first plate appearance. Antonelli looks in, picks up the sign from Westrom. Here's the pitch to Westrom's counterpart, Elston Howard. 6-3, what will it be? Fly ball to left field and Monty Irvin. Irvin, a 3 defender, and re-rolled a 14. Will he make the catch? 3-14, and he does in front of the wall. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 6th. 3-0, the 1954 Giants over the 67 Red Sox. As Antonelli silenced the bats one more time. Bobby Cantillano is here at Fenway along with Sports Time Machine. Check out those wonderful, wonderful channels. Bobby, the Gator Hunter and Rainbow Chaser. Also check out our Facebook page and check out our good friend Mr. Utah Mike from Sports Time Machine. All right, due up for the 54 Giants, Thompson, Irvin, and Lockman to face Gentleman Jim Lonborg, I almost said Gentleman Jim Corbett, the boxer. Lonborg has given up 3 runs, but he has struck out 6. Giants leads 3-0 in our Carl Yastrzemski birthday bash from the baseball diamond. Hank Thompson is 0 for 1. He walked and was thrown out by Reggie Smith at the plate to end the bottom of the first and grounded to the pitcher. The high leg kick from Lonborg, the pitch to Hank Thompson. 4-6. 4-6. Another strikeout, this time with a curveball. Strikeout number 7 for Lonborg. As he seemed to settle in, here comes the left fielder, Monty Irvin, who's made 2 really nice plays out in left. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded to Foy at third. The pitch to Monty Irving. Lonborg. 5-11. 5-11. Ground ball to first. And George the Boomer Scott. He is a 1 defender, and that's a 17. 1-17. He has it. He flips to Lonborg. 2 down. Nice play by the Boomer. Lonborg got over to first quite quickly to cover. So 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up the number 7 batter, the first baseman, Whitey Lockman. And Lonborg's had no answer for Lockman. 2 singles and an RBI. He is 2 for 2. On deck, Davey Williams. Lonborg hoping to retire Lockman for the first time. Shakes off Howard. Now the youngster's ready. The pitch to Whitey Lockman. 4-10. 4-10. This will be a play for Elston Howard. He is a 2 defender, and we rolled an 11. 2-11. Popped up. Howard throws the mask to the side. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. It's a pass ball, then a pop-up, but no one's on base, so we'll just say pop-up. And 1-2-3. Go the Giants. Lonborg has settled in. He's thrown 3 scoreless innings since giving up his last single-digit run in the third. We go the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-0, 54 Giants. 1967 Red Sox, the impossible dream team, have to get those bats alive. But Johnny Antonelli has kept them silent, though have had some opportunities, obviously. Due up for the 67 Sox, at top of the order, Mike Andrews, Reggie Smith, and Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Mike Andrews, 1 for 2, a double. He was stranded at second after the leadoff double in the bottom of the first, and a strikeout. The pitch to Mike Andrews. Antonelli, 2-5. 2-5. Fly ball center field. Waiting for the can of corn is Mays. 1 down. So there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Now I'll bring up Reggie Smith. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out to right and popped out to first. Reggie did have 15 homers, 3-0 Giants. Antonelli did allow 22 gopher balls. Westrom sets a target to pitch to Reggie Smith. 3-5. 3-5 single. Reggie Smith singles to right. And he's 1 for 3. And now the birthday boy comes up. Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He was robbed of extra bases by a diving catch by the Say Hey kid Willie Mays in center in his first at-bat. Then he tripled in his next at-bat. Mays couldn't catch that one as that ball rattled around in the triangle. Fans had visions of an inside-the-park home run, but since it was a leadoff, he was batting leadoff, he got held up. Probably wouldn't have scored anyway. All right, YAZ, Triple Crown year. He had 44 home runs. Antonelli looking for the double play ball. Smith, good speed at first. They're holding him on. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And Antonelli makes a decent pitch, it looks like. 6-7. 6-7. Ball 4. He doesn't get the call. Winstrom tried to frame it. And the Red Sox have something going here with 1 out. Smith goes to second. Yastrzemski battled Antonelli to the walk. first and second, and the tying run comes to the plate in the Boomer. George C. Scott, the Boomer, 19 home runs in 67, 303 batting average. Can the Boomer do it? One swing the back of tight. 1 out, 2 on. The pitch to Scott from Antonelli. 5-2, how do you do? 5-2, fly ball, right field. Defense check. 4. Mueller, and he's a 4 defender, and we rolled a 10. It's a double! Down the line, he cannot get there. 4-10, double. Runners advance 2 bases. The Red Sox are on the board. Fenway explodes. As racing around from second base is Reggie Smith, going first to third on the Scott double is Carl Yastrzemski. It's now 3-1 Giants. Here come the impossible dream Red Sox. The Boomer picks up a ribby, and striding to the plate, Massachusetts native Tony Canigliaro. Yastrzemski's at third. Scott's at second. 1 out, and Tony C. at the plate. He's grounded to short, grounded to third. If Canigliaro sends the ball out to the Mass Pike going west, you're going to hear the greatest sound ever at Fenway. Antonelli nods his head. Here's a pitch to Tony Canigliaro. 2, 5, 8, line shot! Leaping catch by the second baseman Williams. Oh boy, he fires the third, diving back in with his hand is Yastrzemski. He is safe. Oh my God, Canigliaro hit the ball on the screws. Another great play by the 54 Giants. And it's second and third, and the fans moan and groan, as the Red Sox would have pulled it within 1. And now it's up to Rico Petrocelli, Canigliaro's fellow Paisan, the shortstop. He had 17 homers. He's been robbed twice. Great play by the third baseman, Thompson. And then Monty Irvin with a fabulous catch in the corner down the left field line. Can Petrocelli get revenge? 2 outs, 2 on. Yastrzemski at third, Scott at second. The pitch to Rico Petrocelli. 6, 5, fly ball deep to center field towards a triangle. Willie Mays racing back, and he makes the catch. Oh my Lord, the Say Hey kid duplicates his 1954 World Series catch. And the side is retired. That would have tied up the ball game as he went into the triangle and over the shoulder. And Petrocelli and the Sox fans, Petrocelli can't believe it. He should be 3 for 3 with at least 3 ribbies. Instead, he is 0 for 3, and the Red Sox trail 3-1. They do pick up 1 on the double by Scott. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-1, 54 Giants, and the Red Sox fans give Willie Mays, after the shock, a standing ovation for an absolutely outstanding catch. Red Sox with their best opportunity. They hit the ball quite hard off Antonelli that inning, but you had a great play by Williams at second, and another great play in center. Again, Petrocelli is at short, just shaking his head. He does not know what to do to get a hit. He has struck the ball well 3 times. Due up for the Giants to face Gentleman Jim Lomborg. Sox have pulled it within 2. Williams, Westrom in the top of the order, Alvin Dark. Davey Williams is 0 for 1. He's flown to center and walked. Lomborg deals to Williams. 6-11. 6-11. Fly ball out to right, Antony Canigliaro. He is a 2 defender. Re-rolled a 13. And he makes the running catch up against the wall. A good catch. That ball continued to carry, but it's an out. So 1 down. Here comes the weak-hitting catcher, Westrom. He is grounded to Petrocelli at short and struck out. Lomborg has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks. Will he ring up Westrom for a second time? He deals to Westrom. 1-7. 1-7. And that's a walk. Howard doesn't like it. He thought they had him on the 3-2 count. You don't want to walk this Punch and Judy hitter, but Lomborg did. He struggled with his control today, as he has walked 1, 2, 3, 4. He's walked 4, so he has struggled with his control. Top of the order now, Alvin Dark, 0 for 3. Ground out to short and 2 Ks. Lomborg looking for the double play ball. Westrom slow as dirt, not being held on. The pitch to Alvin Dark, 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. And that's a single! Past the dive of Foy into left field. A single 1 through 11. We rolled in 11. Advancing 1 base is Westrom. So station to station go the Giants. First and second. 1 out. Red Sox get some bullpen action up. It looks like John Wyatt. And here comes Don Mueller, the right fielder. He is 1 for 3. He's singled and scored and struck out twice. Again, Lomborg needs to bear down here. Red Sox finally got a run back. They only trail by 2, and that's the way Lomborg wants to keep it. The pitch to Don Mueller. 3-7. 3-7. And that's a single! And the bases are juiced. Single 1 star. Westrom, again, runs like he has poop in his pants and mud on his feet. And again, they're getting the splits here. 1-7. I'm sorry, 3-7. 3-7, single 1 through 14. We rolled at 10. So Mueller is now 2 for 4. Bases are juiced with 1 out. And here comes Willie Mays, the man who just made one of the most unbelievable catches, repeating his 1954 World Series feat in the triangle in center. And will Lomborg face Willie Mays, or will they go to John Wyatt? John Wyatt is ready. 3-1. 1 out, top of the 7th. And that's it. Lomborg had an up and down day, to say the least. And here comes the closer, John Wyatt. It's his game now. So Lomborg went 6 1/3. He can only lose it. He can't win it. And here comes John Wyatt. Red Sox make a pitching change. Wyatt was acquired in late 66 around the trading deadline. Only played 1 full season with the Red Sox in 67, and then would be on the Tigers, I believe, in 68 in their World Series winning team. So here's John Wyatt. Bases juiced, 1 out, and he'll face Willie Mays. Wyatt, 10-7 out of the pen for the Red Sox, 2.61 earned run average. He struck out 68, walked 39, and gave up 6 bye-bye birdies. Will Mays go grand salami? Wyatt has a word with Elston Howard. Howard back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. The pitch to the say-hey kid, Willie Mays. 4-11. 4-11. Ground ball back to Wyatt. That's a 4. Let's see. Wyatt's a 2 defender. A 2 and a 4. You got to be crapping me. It's an out 1. Runners advance 1 base. So Wyatt knocks the ball down. He had a possible 1 to 2 to 3 double play. He fumbles around with it a bit, and his only play is to first. Let me make sure I got that. Number 1. Runners advance 1 base. Yeah, they only get the runner. They only get the runner at first. So scoring from third. 4. That's a 2 and a 4. Out 1. Yeah, runners advance 1 base. Ball hit back to the freaking pitcher. I thought it was going to be a double play ball. It's not. So scoring from third, Captain Poop in his pants, mud on his feet, Wes Westrom. Mays will get a... does he get a ribby on that? You can't assume a double play. He gets a ribby. So Mays is out. 1-3 RBI. Second and third now. Dark stands at third. It's 4-1, 54 Giants over the 67 Sox. Mueller's at second. And here comes Dusty Rhodes, who's knocked in 2 runs. A sac fly for a ribby, a home run for a ribby. And then he grounded to Scott at first. So Westrom scores. Dark's at third. Mueller's at second. Mays is out. He picks up a ribby because you cannot assume the double play. Even though it should have been a double play in my eyes, but it wasn't. 4-1 Giants, and here's Dusty Rhodes. He had quite a good day against Lombard, but now he faces John Wyatt. Wyatt a little pissed at himself. Thought he should have had a double play. Red Sox fans thought it was going to be an inning-ending double play. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Rhodes. 4-9. 4-9. Fly ball, shallow left. Yastrzemski comes racing in, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Giants get that run back. Once again, it's a 3-run lead. The 54 Giants 4, the 67 Red Sox 1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Frank Del Plato, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. As he says, Lomborg sent to the showers and his dentist's office. And he says, yes, RBI. Thank you. Because you cannot assume the double play. I thought when it said hit back to the pitcher, I'm like, oh, it's a double play. You know, you got to still go through the... So I have to assume he knocked the ball down, booted it around, and only could get the play at first. That's the way I see it. Strat Basic is pretty fun. I enjoy it. I do like advanced. I don't play super advanced. I do like when people play super advanced. I like how Tribe does it and a couple other folks. They do a hybrid of super advanced. I think Baseball Demos does a hybrid of advanced and super advanced also. So, as everyone's saying hello to Frank. Bottom of the 7th, due up for the Red Sox, Harrelson, Foy, and Howard. We're probably going to go with a pinch hitter for Howard. Hawk Harrelson 1 for 2, a single and a ground out to short. Johnny Antonelli on the mound, 4-1 lead. The pitch to the Hawk. Antonelli deals Harrelson a 4-4 fly ball to center field, and Willie Mays, he's a 1. We rolled a 19. I think this is a rollover. 1-19 rollover. 14. And Mays makes the catch. 1 down. So Harrelson flies out to the Say Hey Kid in center. So 1 out, and here comes Joe Foy. Is popped out to third and grounded to Alvin Dark at short. Antonelli deals quickly to Joe Foy. 3-6. Can Foy do it? 3-6. That's a walk. So Foy battles Antonelli and gets a base on balls. Howard will be called back to the dugout as he's an automatic out, basically. So Howard will be called back, and Dalton Jones will be called to pinch hit. Dalton Jones had a good 67 in limited at-bats. Howard did a fine job behind the plate. Remember what a job he did blocking the plate to tag out Thompson to end the top of the first uprising when the Giants got 2. So Elston Howard's day is done. We'll have a new catcher, and that'll be Mike Ryan. But Dalton Jones will pinch hit. So here comes Dalton Jones. In 159 at-bats in 1967, Jones batted .289, 3 homers, 2 triples, and 6 doubles. Foy's at first after the Antonelli walk. Hoyt Wilhelm begins to warm for the New York Giants. as he was 12-4 with a 211 earned run average. So they'll turn it over to Wilhelm if Jones gets on, it looks like, as the top of the order will be coming up. Antonelli has a quick word with his catcher, Wes Westrom. Westrom back behind the plate, squats down, sets a target. Here's the pitch to Dalton Jones, 1 out, 1 on. 1, 9, 18, Dalton Jones will smash this ball off the monster. It's going to be a double. Foy races to third, and Dalton Jones with a pinch hit double. Dalton Jones doubles. Second and third, 1 out. Tying run will come to the plate as the fans rise to their feet. Dalton Jones emphatically clapping his hands at second base. Foy gives him a point and a smile. And here comes the second baseman, Mike Andrews. And that's it for Johnny Antonelli. The Giants will go to their bullpen. Antonelli can only win it. He cannot lose it. He will give Hoyt Wilhelm 2 inherited runners. Fans, another chance for the Red Sox to knock some in. They've had opportunities, and they have, look, can they finally break through for a big inning? They got 1 in the bottom of the 6th, but the Giants got it right back in the top of the 7th. So Antonelli's day is done. And it's going to be Hoyt Wilhelm. He was a knuckleballer out of the pen with very good control. And him and the former Red Sox, who I can't think of his name now, he was a knuckleballer too. They pitched for the White Sox. So Hoyt Wilhelm comes in. And Hoyt Wilhelm, again, 12-4, 2.11 earned run average. Struck out 64, walked 52, has sometimes some control issues with the knuckleball. Pitched 111 innings out of the pen. He only allowed 5 home runs. And it was Wilbur Wood. Wilbur Wood. Let me look to see if anyone knows that in the chat. It was Wilbur Wood. Yep, Clinton Parks just typed it in. Wilbur Wood. Thank you, Clinton. He pitched a doubleheader, I believe, by himself, Wilbur Wood. And I'm almost positive about that. So, Hoyt Wilhelm will face Mike Andrews, who's 1 for 3, a double, to start off things in the bottom of the 1st, but was stranded there, and he struck out and flew to center. So 1 out, 2nd and 3rd. Tying run is Mike Andrews at the plate. Andrews had 8 homers. The knuckleball flies forth from Hoyt Wilhelm to Mike Andrews. 4-11. 4-11. Ground ball back to Hoyt Wilhelm. 14. Let's see if we get a lucky roll here. So Hoyt Wilhelm's a 2. Pitcher, as all pitchers are 2 in basic. 2, 14, 3. Runner on first is out going to second, providing completion of other runners. So they just get 2nd and 3rd, runners hold, and they get Andrews at first. So a nice play. That ball was slated to go to center field. Wilhelm shows his cat-like agility. And now there's 2 outs. And the Red Sox on the verge of another tremendous squander here. 2nd and 3rd. After the pinch hit double by Dalton Jones. Foy's at 3rd. Jones is at 2nd. Here comes Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith has flown to right, popped out to first, and singled and scored on the George the Boomer Scott double in the 6th, excuse me. So can Reggie Smith tie the game up with 1 swing of the bat? He has 15 homers. Hoyt Wilhelm looks in, nods his head. The flutter ball flies forth to Reggie Smith. 4-4. Will this close the door on Reggie Smith? 4-4. Smith lays back. He singles up the middle. He waited on the flutter ball. That's a single. Trotting in from third is Foy. It's 4-2. Dalton Jones, 1 through 15. Is there one out or two? There's 2 outs. That's a +2. He was not being held on. 1 through 17. Here's the throw from Mays, and it's not in time. That's a 9. Dalton Jones scores, and it's 4-3. The fans here at Fenway go ballistic as the Red Sox pull to within 1. Reggie Smith, now with back-to-back singles, he picks up 2 ribbies. So Dalton Jones comes up huge with a pinch hit, and Reggie Smith with 2 outs smashes a single to center. Jones off on contact, a good base runner. So the go-ahead, the tying run is now at first in Reggie Smith, 1 through 16 base runner, B stealer. But as bad as Wes Westrom is at the plate and running, he is a 1 defender. So Reggie Smith going nowhere. Red Sox fans urging on the birthday boy, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, was robbed of extra bases on an unbelievable catch by Mays in center. Then he tripled over the head of Mays into the triangle and was stranded when he led off the inning in the 4th, and then walked and was stranded at 3rd. Tying run at first in Smith. Go-ahead run at the plate in the Triple Crown winner, MVP of 1967 Impossible Dream Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski, the birthday boy. He turns 80 today. God bless him. 44 home runs in 67. The pitch to YAZ from Hoyt Wilhelm. 5-5. 5-5. Swing and a miss at the flutter ball, and the side is retired, and the fans moan and groan. But the Red Sox get 2, and they only trail by 1. 4-3. We go to the top of the 8th. And the Giants cling to a 1-run lead. We have quite a ball game here at Fenway. The birthday bash on the baseball diamond. And now it's a battle of bullpens. John Wyatt and Hoyt Wilhelm. Wyatt back up on the mound, the closer from 1967. He will face Thompson, Irvin, and Lockman. 4-3 Giants. Hank Thompson, the third baseman for the 54 Giants, is 0 for 2. He has walked, was thrown out at the plate by Reggie Smith, grounded to the pitcher, and struck out. Wyatt deals to Thompson. 1-6. 1-6. 15. And that is a single. And quickly cutting it off in right center is Reggie Smith, taking a wide turn but heading back. They throw towards first. He dives back in safely. Is Thompson, as Reggie Smith riskily threw behind him. But it's a leadoff single for Thompson. Second time he's on base. Thompson, a D stealer, will not be held on. 1 through 12 base runner. Here comes Monty Irvin. Wyatt looking for the double play ball. Monty Irvin 0 for 2. YAZ walked. Wyatt peeks to first, even though no one's holding on Thompson. Now looks in at the plate. Oh, we got to put in our catcher, Mike Ryan. There's a ghost catcher, like when you were kids. Mike Ryan came in. He's doing the catching as Howard was pinch hit for. Dalton Jones is out of the game. So Dalton Jones is out of the game. I thought about keeping him in when I first put him in, but he's not a good defender at any position. So Dalton Jones is out. He did his job. Mike Ryan is in. And so it's Mike Ryan. And he's a 3 defender. And that makes him a -2 on the hold. D Steeler 1 through 10. All right, so Ryan's behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Monty Irvin. Thompson at first, no outs. 5-10. 5-10 to Monty Irvin. 5-10. Ground ball, slowly hit the second. The only play is to first. Andrews takes the safe out. He thought about going to second, but he gets a sure out at first. Advancing to second, it's as good as a sacrifice, is Thompson. That was a ground ball C. And now bring up the first baseman, Whitey Lockman. Lockman is 2 for 3. He singled, knocking in a run in the top of the first. Then he singled again, made it to second, and then he popped out to Elston Howard, who Ryan's in for now. Thompson takes a slight lead at first, even though they're playing behind him. The pitch to Whitey Lockman from John Wyatt. 4-4. Will it close the door? 4-4. Fly ball out to right. Canigliaro backs up a step. He makes the catch. 2 down. Retreating back to first is Thompson. And Davey Williams, the second baseman, strides to the plate. Williams robbed Rico Petrocelli. If he had not done that, we have a tie ball game. Petrocelli's 0 for 3, stopped on 3 great plays. That's pretty funny. Not funny to Rico. Williams is 0 for 2. He's flown out twice and walked. Thompson will be off on contact, and we decide to hold him on now, as it'll only be a +1, so 1 through 13. Wyatt, the windup and the pitch to Davey Williams. 3-7. 3-7. Hard hit ball. Foy up with it. Throws to Scott. And the side is retired. Excellent job by Wyatt after the leadoff single. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Giants cling to a 4-3 lead. Hoyt Wilhelm, the flutter baller, back up on the bump for the 1954 Giants. Due up in the bottom of the 8th to face the knuckler for the 67 Boston Red Sox. Scott, Canigliaro, and Petrocelli. Hard luck, Petrocelli. 4-3. The Boomer, 1 for 3. Last at bat, he doubled in. Reggie Smith. Hoyt Wilhelm looks in. Westrom sets the target. Prays the flutter ball, hits it. The pitch to the Boomer, George Scott. 4-8. 4-8. Ground ball to second base. Defense. 4-8. Line shot. My faux pas. I looked at the 4-7 at first. Line shot right at the first baseman, Lockhart. So, again, the Red Sox have struck the ball well, but he lines out right to Lockhart. 1 away. And now bring up Tony Canigliaro. He can tie it with 1 swing of the bat. Tony C. 20 homers in 67 before his horrific beaming. He was grounded out twice, and then thought he had an RBI. Line shot, what he thought was over the second baseman, but a leaping catch by Williams denied him. The fans chanting, Tony, Tony, Tony. He awaits the butterfly ball. The pitch from Wilhelm. 1-7. Boom goes the ball! Tony C. crushes that ball to dead center! And the fans rise as one. This ball game is tied up as the butterfly ball was bashed the bejesus out of the ballpark. And Canigliaro goes flying around the bases like he's on clouds. And we have a 4-4 ball game on the 1-7 by Tony C. A clean home run off the flutter ball of Hoyt Wilhelm. It's 4-4. Tony Canigliaro has just tied it up. You can barely hear anything here at Fenway Park. They called for a standing ovation. Canigliaro pushed out of the dugout by his teammates. He tips his ball. He tips his cap. And the fans are jubilant. Jocularity all around. We have a 4-4 ball game with 1 out. Lomborg is off the hook. It's either White or Wilhelm now. Unbelievable. Tony Canigliaro crushed that ball to dead center. Tremendous power from the youngster from Massachusetts. And now here comes Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli's had a hard luck tough day. He has smashed the ball quite hard on 3 occasions with nothing to show it. A line out on a great play by the third baseman, Thompson. And then a shot down into the left field corner. A lunging, stumbling, diving catch by Monty Irvin. And then to the triangle. And Willie Mays duplicates his 1954 World Series catch. So Petrocelli's 0 for 3. The fans here at Fenway still abuzzed. 1 out, 4-4 ball game. The pitch to Rico Petrocelli. Will Petrocelli break on through to the other side? 1-5. Fly ball deep to left, but not deep enough. Making the catch is Irving as Petrocelli just got under it. There are 2 down. The fans continue to cheer, though, as here comes the Hawk, the designated hitter, Ken the Hawk Harrelson. 4-4 ball game. Harrelson with 12 overall home runs in 67. He pinwheels the bat. Wilhelm, a bead of sweat coming down. Can he control the flutter ball? Butterfly ball to the plate. 3! Hard hit ball to short. Diving stop by Dark. He pops up, throws to Lockman, and the side is retired. But Tony Canigliaro ties it up on the mammoth bash to center field. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 4 on Captain Carl Yastrzemski's birthday bash on the ball diamond. Unbelievable. As Canigliaro goes out to right field, the fans give him a standing ovation and serenade him with Tony C. Massachusetts native. So, we go to the top of the 9th. John Wyatt back up on the bump for the 1967 Red Sox. He will face Thompson, Irvin, and Lockman. I'm sorry, he will face... Whoa, my faux pas. As I'm like, wait a second, those guys already hit. He will face Westrom, top of the order, Dark, and Mueller. Westrom, 0 for 2, a ground out to Petrocelli, a strikeout, but he walked and scored. And Lomborg, that was his downfall, really. Lomborg then did strike out 3 in a row, but... no, that was his downfall, because then he got relieved. He walked the 9th place Punch and Judy hitter, the catcher, Westrom. Let's see how Wyatt deals with Westrom. I think he'll go right at him. Ryan pounds a mitt. The pitch to Westrom, his counterpart. 3-8. 3-8, and that's another walk. So Westrom, man, you can't walk that guy. And they just did again. Top of the 9th. Go-ahead run at first. And he is he's an excellent defensive catcher. Let's just see who our backup is and if we have anyone who can run faster. But we have to have a better, at least a 2 defensive catcher. Nope, he's a 4. We are not taking, and we don't even have any speed on the bench anyway. Well, Billy Gardner 1 through 13, but you don't want to go from a 1 catcher to a 4. So Westrom will stay in. Westrom stays in. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark, will he bunt? No, he will swing away. He singled his last time up. And they're not gonna hold Westrom on. Here's the pitch to Alvin Dark from John Wyatt. And Wyatt misses location. 2-7. Will Dark take advantage of it? 2-7. Fly ball. Left field. Yastrzemski racing back against the wall. He leaps. He makes the catch as he bangs into the wall. Westrom quickly races back to first. What a play by Captain Carl in left. As the fans chant, YAZ. So there's 1 down, 1 on, and here comes Don Mueller, the right fielder. Wyatt breathes a sigh of relief. And here's Mueller. 2 for 4. A single, and he scored in the first, and he struck out twice. And then he singled again in his last plate appearance. Wyatt hoping for the double play ball. He nods his head. Mike Ryan sets the target to pitch to Don Mueller. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. And that's a single to center. Station to station go the Giants. As Westrom stops at second. So 1 out, 2 on. Giants threatening to retake the lead here in this tie ball game at 4 in the top of the ninth. 1 out. And here comes Willie Mays. The Red Sox have some bullpen action. They have a couple of pitchers ready. But they will not go to them. They will stick with the closer, as they all give up way too many home runs. All right, Mays can untie this ball game. 1 out, 2 on. Remember, Westrom is slow, very slow at second. The Say Hey Kid awaits the John Wyatt offering. Pitch homeward bound to Willie Mays. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. Swing and a miss! Oh, boy! A hanging, breaking pitch, and Mays missed it. Had it been a 3-4, boom goes the ball. A 3-5, boom goes the ball. A 3-6, boom goes the ball. 1 through 18 or a double. A 7's a triple or a double. And an 8's a double or a single. A 9's a single. A 10's a single. 11 and 12 are a walk. Willie Mays misses a hanging, breaking ball. And he was so anxious, he strikes out for the second time. And Wyatt knows he got away with one. 2 outs, 2 on. They're not out of it yet. Here comes the designated hitter, Dusty Rhodes. Rhodes has knocked in 2. One with a sac fly, one with a solo blast. He's also grounded to first and flown to left. Ryan goes out to have a word with Wyatt. He's met on the mound by Andrews, Petrocelli, Scott, and Foy's just off the mound. Here comes the man in blue telling them to break up. And now, players back to their positions. Wyatt takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Dusty Rhodes. 2-9. Fly ball to right. Canigliaro racing back into the corner. He makes the catch and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the ninth, still knotted at 4. The Giants strand 2. The go-ahead run at second base. 1 run. 1 run. That is all that is needed for the 67 Red Sox to pull off the upset on Captain Carl Yastrzemski's birthday, on the birthday bash on the baseball diamond here at Fenway. Due up, Joe Foy, Mike Ryan, and then the top of the order, Mike Andrews to face Hoyt Wilhelm. He gave up the 2-run homer. The 1-out homer, I'm sorry, that tied the ball game to Tony Canigliaro. Foy had 16 homers. Will Foy get the walk-off? He's ready. Joe Foy is 0 for 2. He's popped out to third, grounded short, walked and scored on the single by Reggie Smith after Dalton Jones doubled. The footer ball flies fourth to Joe Foy. 5, 7, 5, 7, and he walks Foy. Westrom not happy with the call. He's telling the man in blue to stick with it. Winning run at first base in Joe Foy. Second time he's walked. And here comes Mike Ryan. Ryan only batted .199, 2 homers, 2 triples, and 4 doubles. Will they bunt with Ryan? Foy 1 through 13. Here's the pitch. Ryan squares the bunt. We need a 2 through 8. And it's a 6. It will be a good sacrifice. Coming in as he charges from third is Thompson. His only play is to first on the wheel play. Covering is Williams. Advancing to second is the winning run, Joe Foy. So a great sack bunt by Mike Ryan. That goes 3-4 on the wheel play. The winning run's at second. Let's check. He's 1 through 13. 1 through 13. Jose Tartable, father of Danny, will come out to pinch run for Joe Foy, as he's 1 through 16. So Foy is out. Tartable is in. Speedy Jose Tartable. I keep saying Danny. The only position player left on our basic squad is Jerry Adair. So we have a pinch runner, Jose Tartable. So Jose Tartable, 1 through 16, and they will hold him close. So he'll be a -1 on the hold. When 2 outs, he'll be a +2, because there's 2 outs but a -1, so a +1, but they hope not to get the 2 outs. And here's Mike Andrews. Andrews has doubled in his first plate appearance and struck out, flown to center, and grounded to the pitcher. Game-winning run, the speedy Jose Tartable at second. Let's just take a quick look. I think Adair batted .271. He did. .271. 3. Single 5. Single 6. Single 7. Single 8, 1 through 4. 1. Single 7. Single 6, 7. Double, and a single on an 8. Fairly similar to the Mike Andrews card. Andrews will have an opportunity here to win it. Reggie Smith on deck. Let's see, is there 1 out? 1 out. So they will, you're not going to walk Reggie Smith to get the Carl Yastrzemski. You know what I'm saying? Normally you would walk to try to get the double play ball. No, what am I saying? You're going to walk Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews would be intentionally walked. Duh. And they'll face Reggie Smith. It sets up the double play. Mike Andrews' run means nothing. The winning run's at second. So Mike Andrews is intentionally walked. So it's first and second, 1 out, and here's Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith has 2 hits. He's 2 for 4. He singled and scored. He singled and knocked in 2 runs, but prior to that, he popped out to the first baseman and flown out to right. Reggie Smith can win it. Carl Yastrzemski on deck. Hoyt Wilhelm on the mound. The defense is set for the 54 Giants. Wilhelm deals to Reggie Smith. Fans on their feet. 1, 4, single! It's a single to center! Tartable was being held on. That's a -1. 1 through 15. Here's the throw from Willie Mays. It's not in time! It's a walk-off win for the Boston Red Sox! Reggie Smith picks up his 3rd hit and his 3rd RBI. There is jubilation as Yastrzemski mobs him at the plate, and here come the rest of the Red Sox. The Red Sox win 5-4 in an absolutely incredible ball game from Fenway between the 1954 Giants and the 1967 Impossible Dream Boston Red Sox. Unbelievable. On Captain Carl's birthday, the Red Sox pearl 1 out for the captain. 5-4. Reggie Smith collects 3 hits down the stretch and 3 ribbies and scores 1 run. The pinch runner Tartable wins the game, and they are partying like it's 1999. What a ball game. The Red Sox come back to win 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th. They defeat Butterfly Ball and Hoyt Wilhelm. Wow. So, Wilhelm takes the loss. Wilhelm takes the loss out of the pen. And John Wyatt gets the win. Reggie Smith, I'm going to have to give him player of the game. 3 hits, 3 ribbies. Reggie Smith is player of the game. Tony Conigliaro tied it up with 1 out when he crushed the ball to center. And then Reggie Smith wins it with 1 out as he singles in the bottom of the 9th, racing around from second, the speedy pinch runner, Jose Tartabull. What a game, folks. What a game. Well, go eat crap out of your cat's butt then, Clinton Parks. My game, I play my way, my friend. I would think you would enjoy this wonderful game. So I poo-poo you, Clinton. And I love you still, but I poo-poo you. So, anyhow, hope everyone enjoyed it except for Clinton. All right. Till next time, health and happiness. The Red Sox on Captain Carl Yastrzemski's birthday win 5-4 on the walk-off single by Reggie Smith. John Wyatt gets the win out of the pen for the Red Sox. Hoyt Wilhelm takes the loss out of the pen for the 1954 Giants. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know it's coming. Peace!